My parents are an unbelievable couple. They really are. They're yin and yang in so many ways. You know, my mother, everyone describes as the queen, where, you know, she walks into the room and there's like a regalness about her. And my father's from Queens, and there's a little bit of a more, you know, New Yorker in him, but he's got a heart of gold.
Richard didn't know that he was marrying a rock star. Lorraine has written the most compelling autobiography, and it's a story that touches people who have never been to South Africa, who have never felt apartheid personally, and wherever she goes now, she's speaking to these audiences of people who are enthralled, and she has fans all across the country.
He's kind of a compatriot, you know, in that I'm a graduate of West Point and he's a graduate of the Air Force Academy. And so we've been able to do some things together outside of the Washington Institute to help both academies.
My father is involved in many, many different charities, and frankly, I don't even know the full list. I was at Hebrew U visiting a friend, and I looked on the wall and I saw my parents' name, and I called my parents and I said, "What's your involvement with Hebrew U?"
Richard is a wonderful human being, very smart. He's played a very important role in all aspects of the Institute, from its finance side and the board, about ideas.
Richard and Lorraine are indefatigable supporters of the Institute. It is not just financial, it is intellectual. They care about the issues, and with them it's a partnership.
My father went to the Air Force Academy and was in the Air Force, and dealing with military aspects and political aspects of the Middle East is a real strong interest for both my parents. Everything that the Washington Institute encompasses really kind of branches their interests even further outside of just American politics to deal with a larger world that we live in.
Besides being a true professional, he is very well known and respected professional in the investment industry. He brings that expertise to the Institute, of course.
He's been a highly valued member of the investment committee. His marketing background is extremely helpful, and in conjunction with those skills, Richard is a very knowledgeable individual when it comes to the issues.
They just love to learn new things and start new opportunities. And you know, my father, even in the middle of all of his treatments, decided that he's going to help raise money for his hospital, and got out there and did a swim around the island of Manhattan. And even having cancer has not slowed him down. And they're amazing role models for us.
Just being around Richard is a real pleasure, just given his friendly manner.
He's had a very significant impact.
I love Richard to death.
They are truly two peas in a pod.
For me and for Greg and for our families and for family as a whole and what you do for the community, just can't thank you enough and tell you how proud I am of you and how much I love you.